With a warranty, but you're worried about your credit and down payment? Relax. Your Twin Cities Car Hop could say yes to get you driving with just a couple hundred down. Every Car Hop car, truck, or SUV is backed by an 18-month warranty and payments to fit your budget. Test drive at any Twin Cities Car Hop location today or start your approval online at carhop.com with just a couple hundred down. Car Hop, drive and credit to go. These pretzels are making me thirsty. The following is a 45 TV sports presentation. TV. In Minnesota, the skates go on at an early age. It starts out as a simple game, but as their skills get better, their dreams get bigger. Why do they practice every day for months? Why do they sacrifice their bodies at every turn? Why do they give their blood, sweat, and tears for 3 periods and beyond? And we're headed to a third overtime. Why do they play to the very last second? Chance right in front. Jackson scores! Why? Because only one team can say they're the best. Only one team can say they're state champions. Goal! Championship! You have a champion! The Eden Prairie Eagles started the season atop many polls as the #1 team in the state, and look at here. They're in the championship game seeking a third state title, thanks in part to John Middletown. Hill Murray needed an overtime victory over St. Thomas Academy to get to their 11th championship game, seeking a fourth state championship, thanks in part to that goal by Charlie Strobel. Here's where we are. Eden Prairie, the #3 seed against Hill Murray, the #5 seed. For all the marbles, the championship game on Championship Saturday in Class AA. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Hauser, along with Mike McGraw and Dave Holmquist in downtown St. Paul at the beautiful XL Energy Center. And we're excited about this game. You've got a private school against a public school, but we know one thing about both teams. They both ended the season very hot.
They did, and both teams are very well coached. Both teams have a lot of players that are game breakers. Both teams have speed. Both teams can play defense. Both teams have goaltenders. What that tells you, folks, is we're going to be in for a treat tonight because these two teams, I guarantee you, are going to put on a show.
And Dave, they both also have a lot of depth.
They both have a lot of depth. I had a chance to talk to Bill Lechner today. He loves the way his team played Thursday night. I know a lot of us did too. Not so much last night, but the kids had a good night's sleep. They had a good team walk. He feels like his team's ready to go, and it should be a great championship Saturday night.
And we know the Eden Prairie Eagles are fired up. They're looking for their third state championship, and the Hill Murray Pioneers looking for their fourth. It's going to be an exciting game. We hope you are going to sit back and enjoy this one. Championship Saturday in downtown St. Paul, and it doesn't get any better than this. We'll be back on 45 TV. The pregame show is brought to you by Greater Twin Cities Honda Dealers, proud sponsors of Minnesota Youth Hockey. Welcome back to Championship Saturday at the XL Energy Center. Hill Murray Pioneers against the Eden Prairie Eagles for the championship of Class AA. Hill Murray and Eden Prairie, you couldn't ask for a much better matchup. Eden Prairie, though, early in the season, a lot of people thought they might run away with this and be a dominant team because they have a collection of really good players.
They do. They have a lot of shooters on their team. As I said the other day, I don't know how many good goal scorers they have, but they have a tremendous amount of shooters. Their offense is good. And their key to their game tonight is get the puck in Hill Murray's end and keep the pressure on them and defend well against the Russians.
And Dave, Hill Murray peaking at the end of the season.
Hill Murray's 8-1-1 in their last 10 games. They're playing outstanding. I said to Bill Lechner today, are you the underdog? And he goes, you know what, Dave, I think we are, but I'm not sure why. So I think that says a lot. I think he's ready to go tonight.
And Mike, in the semifinals, Eden Prairie beat Blake. It was 4-1, but it was a closer game.
Right, watch little Jackson Blake here. Boom, boom. He's like a little water bug out there. Moves east, west, shoots the puck. Doesn't look like he can do anything, and he does everything. And watch this, the pass out to Johnny Middlestead, and he just hammers him. That's what I mean about shooters for Eden Prairie. They've got a number of kids that can just hammer the puck.
And he didn't join the team until very late in the season. Hill Murray, they needed overtime to get here.
They did, and the key to that game for Hill Murray was a quick start. They got two power play goals earlier in that game. The first 10 minutes of the game, 8 minutes of the game, two by Dylan Godbout. They looked very similar. They got up 2-0, and they needed all of that as the game went to overtime. And we thought we were going to go well into the evening.
Yes.
But fortunately, in the last 30 seconds of that first overtime, we got a great play here. The puck came out to the point to Matthew Fleischhacker. And again, is what Hill Murray does well. Put the puck on net. And Charlie Strobel to the net, buries the rebound. Hill Murray's going on to the championship game.
All right, Mike and Dave, thanks. We're excited about the championship game. Eden Prairie in its 4th championship game. The 12th game for Hill Murray. Championship Saturday continues on 45 TV after this.
State championship game dreams are about to be realized for a couple of groups of young men here tonight as we get ready for the AA championship game. The Hill Murray Pioneers and the Eden Prairie Eagles, along with Lou Nanny. I'm Jim Erickson, back up at the Al Shaver Press Box here at the XL Energy Center. Here's a matchup for you. Two good teams playing very well right now, playing for a state championship. Probably the two teams that are playing their best hockey right now.
Well, Coach Lee Smith from Eden Prairie really thinks these are the two best teams. The key is which teams are going to show up tonight. Eden Prairie's had a lull in the season. They are definitely the most talented overall team. Hill Murray had a game, on Thursday night that was as good as I've ever seen played in the state tournament. It was a different team Friday. And they are missing one of their top players, Joe Polotacek, who's had an outstanding tournament. He's ill, and he won't be able to play for Hill Murray tonight. So which one of these teams is going to show up? The one that shows up is going to win the championship.
Your typical Saturday night crowd filing in here to the XL Energy Center to see Hill Murray and Eden Prairie. Not much in the way of championship game history between these teams. Last championship game for Hill Murray was 2013 when they lost to Edina, and of course most recently for Eden Prairie, they also lost to Edina last year in overtime in the 2019 75th anniversary edition state championship game here at the XL Energy Center. Teams are lined up at the goal lines, getting ready to be introduced to you, our viewers, and the people in attendance here tonight at the XL Energy Center. The weather today, beautiful, very unstate high school hockey tournament like. We have people in shorts in the crowd here. I was totally expecting you, Lou, to be in shorts.
I wish I was. All I know is I see a lot of people coming off that Eden Prairie bench. I don't know what's going to take place here, but there's probably 20 people over there.
Let's go downstairs. Here's Jim Carroll.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 76th Annual Minnesota State High School League Boys Hockey Tournament. Tonight's AA state title game features the champions of Section 4 with a record of 21-6-3, the Hill Murray Pioneers. Against the champions of Section 2 with a record of 24-5-1, the Eden Prairie Eagles. Fans, we ask, please direct your attention to center ice. On Championship Saturday, we take a moment to honor and recognize Tournament Director Dr. Craig Perry. Craig has served as the director of the girls and boys hockey state tournaments since 2005. His leadership, work behind the scenes, and commitment to excellence have made these tournaments two of the country's premier high school events. Craig has played an instrumental role in providing guidance and leadership to the Hockey Advisory Committee, as well as the Sports Medicine Rogers, Executive Director of the Minnesota State High School League, will present Craig with a glass Stanley Cup replica for his many years of service. Please join us in saluting Dr. Craig Perry for his outstanding service to the member schools of the Minnesota State High School League. Now it's time to meet the players. We'll begin with the visiting Pioneers. Senior goalie number 1, Remington Keppel. On the bench, not in uniform, junior defenseman number 2, Joe Pavachuk. Senior forward number 6, Henry Eischen. Sophomore forward number 7, Nick Pierre. Junior forward number 8, Tristan Tomoko. Junior forward number 9, Nick Mountain. Sophomore forward number 10, Nate Hardy. Sophomore defenseman number 11, Leo Gruba. Junior forward number 12, Jared Jensen. Junior defenseman number 14, Matthew Fleischhacker. Senior forward number 16, Tommy Michelson. Sophomore forward number 17, Dylan Godba. Junior forward number 18, Max Zephyr. Senior defenseman number 20, Seamus Reagan. Senior forward number 21, Owen Quast. Junior forward number 22, Hunter Lassinger. Sophomore defenseman number 24, Luke Housey. Sophomore defenseman number 26, Axel Fagley. Senior forward number 27, Charlie Strobel. And sophomore goalie number 30, Nick Erickson. The assistant coaches are Pat Schaffhauser, Matt Collismo. The head coach is Bill Lechner of the Hill Murray Pioneers. Now, let's meet the Eagles. Junior goalie number 1, Eli Andrews. Sophomore forward number 3, Tyler Johnson. Senior forward number 4, Kai Stansberry. Senior forward number 6, Ben Steeves. Senior defenseman number 7, Luke Busby. Junior forward number 8, Drew Holt. Senior forward number 9, John Middlestead. Sophomore forward number 10, Jackson Blake. Junior forward number 11, Carter Batchelder. Senior forward number 12, Canyon Brandy. Junior defenseman number 15, Will Britton. Sophomore forward number 17, Jake Lula. Junior defenseman number 20, Jake Casey. tonight's game officials on the lines, Mike Mueller, Nick Zapp. Your referees are CJ Burling and Dan Kovarek. At this time, we ask you to please rise. If you're able, please remove your caps and join the Eden Prairie Band under the direction of Mike Akwabi in the playing of our national anthem.
Making noise already. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem to start us out. Let's also start it out with today's keys to the game, brought to you by Greater Twin Cities Honda.
Well, Hill Murray better have tight gaps, and they got to move that puck quickly and accurately, especially out of their own zone. Eden Prairie has to forecheck strong to stop them, and they got to attack the net. We're looking at two wonderful hockey clubs here this evening, and we have a stacked building.
Greater Twin Cities Honda, proud sponsors of Minnesota Youth Hockey.
Looking at our goaltenders here tonight, two goaltenders having great tournaments, and this kid is a Frank Brimsek finalist, 1-6-0 goals against average and .934 save percentage. And in the other net, Rosenlund, actually a veteran, he was in the finals last year, lost in overtime to Edina. He's here tonight. And he's got a terrific goals against average as well, 2.03 with a 9.923 save percentage. These goaltenders have been tested throughout the tournament, have come up big, and that's why their teams are here this evening.
Starting goalies brought to you by Holiday Station Stores, and we got them up to the rafters here tonight.
Up to the rafters, loud and energetic. This building is electric right now. This should be a terrific game. These two clubs are very, very skilled. They're quick. They move the puck well. They're dangerous, and they can play physical, and they can play smart. I expect this to be a close game, especially with the goaltenders they have.
And they each have players that can kind of take over a game or make amazing plays.
Yes, they do. They have high-quality forwards that can score goals on each side.
Jared Jensen ready to take the draw for the Hill Murray Pioneers against John Middlestadt.